Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome to
Hi.
the After Show. We are back at it. Thank you very much for your support of the show. Patreon.com/P1 podcast. We do appreciate it so much. And that is why we're able to do these after show quizzes. And also because people send us really cool quizzes and we are able to do them on the show. Like this one from our friend Mike, who has sent us this message as well, along with it.
Okay.
I'm sure you're all expecting a quiz from me to contain more AI shenanigans. Well, fear not.
Yes.
This is just a simple EGM preview quiz, just like all the ones you were used to. I just got a quintet of close personal friends of mine to help out. Have fun.
Oh.
So I have no idea what that means.
Well, quintet means 5.
I know that,
That means
but I have no
5
idea what
people
this
helped
means
out.
in relation to what this quiz is going to be.
Oh,
But,
okay,
I guess
I
we'll
see.
find out together.
I see. Okay.
Find out together. Are we going to go in what you've been playing order? So I'll just move this around like
There we
so.
go.
All right. It is a perfectly ordinary preview quiz. We're going to do one team, I assume.
Yes.
Good to
Sure.
everybody. Okay. One team. What are we calling ourselves?
Team Perfectly Ordinary.
Perfectly ordinary.
That's us.
All right. The categories are, and I assume this is going to have a visual component. So I would assume if you're listening to this via audio only, you might want to switch over to video.
Okay.
The link that you got in your email from Patreon will have that link to the video in there. So do that. All right. Categories are EGM NES previews, EGM TurboGrafx 16 previews, EGM Sega Genesis previews, EGM SNES previews, and EGM previews for failed systems.
Oh. Doesn't that
Okay.
also include the Genesis?
I was going to say TurboGrafx. Definitely.
I just said that to make Greg sad.
Yeah. So there is
I
an
love the
audio
Genesis.
component to this, and I am gonna be like I'll adjust the levels. Tell me if it's too loud or too quiet or whatever.
Do you have anything to test with right now?
I don't. No,
There's audio?
there's audio involved in this. Yes.
This seems very confusing.
You don't know Mike
Yeah.
very well.
I guess I don't. My goodness.
So
Okay.
and yeah, we might have to read something. I don't know.
Sounds like a lot of work.
Not exactly sure what we're working with here. So just let's try it out. Phil,
Okay.
give me
Let's-
a
Trial by
category.
fire. We'll see what happens. Let's start it off with EGM NES previews for 100, please.
Okay. Yeah, pay attention to what happens on the screen because I don't know what's going to occur when I click
Okay.
this. Let's find out.
It's a white
The white
square.
box. There
Oh,
we
it's a
go.
YouTube video.
One of the leading arcade drivers of 1989 is now being developed as a Nintendo game. You must locate renegade criminals who are making a quick getaway and drive them off the road. Use your driving skills and nitro boosters to apprehend the bad guys while avoiding twisting turns, civilian traffic, and other hazards that are constantly appearing through the game.
Well, that's Samuel L. Jackson reading us that preview.
With an AI image of him as a police officer.
Yeah.
Yes. Do we need to hear this again? Were you paying attention to what
I
was
I was
being
paying
said?
attention to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Chase HQ, maybe?
Was there Chase HQ on the NES? Or I guess that doesn't necessarily mean it
Spy
came
Hunter.
out if it's a preview.
I think there was a Chase HQ.
I
on
mean,
NES, but
describing Chase HQ.
maybe I'm wrong, but
All I was thinking that it could be otherwise might be Spy Hunter.
Spy Hunter was my thought.
oh,
Chase HQ, would Chase HQ be a 100-point question?
I don't know.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't make it a 100-point question, but I ain't Mike.
I'm
We
gonna
want to
say
hear it
Spy Hunter.
again?
Do you want to hear it again?
But if it is Spy Hunter, which Spy Hunter is it?
The first one. Sunsoft.
sure?
Spy Hunter. Yeah.
What year did Spy Hunter come out?
Oh,
CJ's gone.
this round for EGM.
Okay.
Okay. Because
I don't know what you just said, but sure.
There was Spy Hunter and there was Super Spy Hunter.
Yeah. Because then that was sort of a Sunsoft original.
Yes.
Okay. You want me to play it again?
Do we want to hear it again?
let's just play this Spy Hunter. You saying Spy Hunter?
Spy Hunter.
Saying Spy
Okay.
Hunter.
It was
It's
Chase
Chase
HQ, like I
HQ.
said.
Thanks.
Thanks, CJ.
Hey, no
Yes,
problem.
DJ.
Good job.
We're gonna go with what Phil says.
Negative
I was
100.
right.
No, let's not always go with what Phil says.
I'm just going to keep
Dude.
saying Chase HQ now.
Yeah.
EGM's NES previews for 100.
Take a bunch of mindless rodents, give them a bunch of tools for survival, and what do you get? These guys. This cute game involves little rodents with green hair that can't survive without your help. You must protect these guys by leading them away from danger and by using the icons at the bottom of the screen to have them perform different functions, such as digging, building, climbing, and others. Having trouble, just nuke them all.
It's
It's
Lemmings.
gotta be Lemmings.
Christopher Walken talking about lemmings?
Yeah, with green hair.
Oh, yeah, because it's lemmings.
We saying Lemmings?
We're all saying Lemmings.
I don't know. It sounds like it might be Spy Hunter, CJ.
It's Lemmings
There it is.
by Sunsoft for the Super Nintendo
And there's an image of the actual review that
of the preview.
that our guests or the preview that our guests are reading.
Yes.
I hope one of these is Pauly Shore, but it's actually just he paid Pauly Shore on Cameo.
Yeah. All right, Greg.
You know what I'm going for. Genesis previews for 100.
Okay.
The most amazing shooter of CAS. In fact, the most amazing shooter ever created appears to be this game. Not only does the score make part to look like a bad Nintendo game, it features some of the most incredibly intense battles, all new weapons, and fantastic opening screens that a whole new dimension to play. Gone are the boring overhead scenes from the previous game, replaced exclusively by scrolling backgrounds that fly past at dizzying speeds. Each round leads up to a specific objective and some of the wildest boss enemies ever created. This game is a blaster without equal and a sure favorite of all Genesis owners who like a game that offers much more than good looks.
Thunder Force 3.
That's of course Thunder Force 3.
Thunder Force 3.
Yes.
Thunder Force
As-
3 is right.
Sean Connery himself read. That is Thunder Force.
Look at those pictures that were clearly taken off a screen.
Oh yeah.
Look how round those pictures
You
are.
can see the CRT curves
Yeah.
right there.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. Phil.
We're at 100 points.
Okay. Let's do failed systems for 100, please.
Some guy, the Lord of Darkness, has taken over Tomek. He has stolen the treasure's celestial signs and captured the regular fellow. The princess is the last help to bring back peace and free the regular fellow. In this game, you will travel in two types of lands. You will come across many types of enemies and obstacles, which you must surpass in the
Enemies.
overworld and underworld. It is in the underworld where you will find the celestial signs. Each sign will bring you closer to victory.
It's
Is
a
this-
Zelda game on CDI.
Which one though?
Oh, was there more than one? One
Yeah,
where you
there's
played
two.
as Zelda. There were two that you played as Zelda.
There was, yeah, there were. There were two that used the cartoony graphics, and then there was the one that was like all like full motion video type stuff.
But there were more than one where you played as Zelda.
Yes,
Okay, I didn't know that.
yes, one of the cartoony ones, and then the
Okay,
FMV one, which was Zelda's Adventure, was the FMV one.
I don't know which
Is that,
one it would
was
be.
that? Is that David Attenborough reading
I
that?
think so.
Couldn't tell.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that is.
Yeah.
What are
Do
we
we just want
saying?
to go with Zelda's Adventure
Yeah.
or CDI?
What was the other one called?
Oh gosh, one of them was like the Wand of Gamelon. and-
Gamelin. Yeah.
Is that the one you
Gamelon,
played
right.
as? I thought Wand of Gamelon was the one where you played as Link, but
It might be.
yeah.
So
I
we're
don't
saying
remember.
Zelda's Adventure.
Yeah.
Okay. Zelda's Adventure is right.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Beautiful.
I didn't
200
even
points.
know EGM did previews of CDI games. Okay. Let's do TurboGrafx 16 previews for 100.
The Turbo GT Turbo Express here is just barely out in the stores, and NEC of Japan is already bringing out the first game made specifically for their portable. While officially coming out in Japan this year, This game could very possibly make its debut here in the States early next year
Debut.
when the linked cable is scheduled to come out. But this game is not only playable on the portable, it can also be used on the home system by connecting the multi-tap and 2 to 5 controllers. If the name sounds familiar, it should, as it is the Hudson Soft NES title, which came out in January 1989. 2 years are up, and this soft can come out on another system
This
without
soft.
Nintendo complaining.
It's Bomberman, right?
It's gotta be
It's got to be
Bomberman.
Bomberman. Has Betty White
Betty
reading
White.
that?
Yeah.
Betty White.
And yeah, she's wearing the AI picture shows her kind of dressed up in a Bomberman-esque suit.
That's true.
Yep.
Bomberman is correct.
Yeah.
All right.
We're at 300 points.
So I'm assuming the same celebrities are going to be like Betty
Yeah,
White.
he's
will
I would
read all the
assume.
Turbo
friends,
ones.
So
I would assume. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do Genesis for 200.
In each fixed screen round of play, learn to maneuver the man to the different characters you want to free and then take off. Vaguely similar to Gauntlet, but much more fun to play.
This is Gain Ground.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Gain ground.
Okay.
Okay. Gain ground is right.
What was he?
Mike put that in there because he was one of my extra players for the Gain Ground footage for the episode I'm working on.
That was the full that was the full
That was the full
preview
preview.
that EGM ran.
EGM used to do a lot of, especially post CES, they would do a lot of capsule previews.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So we're at
Okay.
500 points.
Let's do another. It's me, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do Turbo for 2.
Turbo for 2 and 2 for Turbo.
The first third-party CD development is an adaptation
Ah.
of the classic CinemaWare computer game. This
Computer.
takeoff on the 50s movie theme highlights dance, a powerful soundtrack, and all new sound and voice effects. One of many new CD releases on the way.
It came from the desert.
It came from the desert, of course.
Yeah.
Never did play that, but I remember
Really?
people going
Neither.
crazy over it.
Always interested in it, but never played it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it came from the desert.
What a-
that's right.
What a terrible non-representative
Right?
screenshot.
I know. Wow.
Not a single ant in that screen.
We're at 700 points. It's all you see.
All right, is it me? All right.
Yep.
Super Nintendo previews for 2.
In the arcades, there is always a crowd around this machine. As we reported last month, Capcom US has officially announced that the Super Nintendo version is in the works, and it will be coming out in July. Best of yet, unlike Final Fight, this martial arts game will have a 2-player version. Rumors of a special 6-button controller are still unconfirmed. But the extra cost of $20 to $30 on top of a $60 plus cartridge may be just too much for the average player to handle. More on the Super Hot Stuff next month.
Street Fighter 2.
Street Fighter 2.
Yeah.
That is an
Super
interesting
hot
Blanca costume.
soft.
Christopher Walken dressed up as Blanca there.
Street Fighter 2 is right.
I love the skepticism of like, are people
Right.
actually going to want to play this?
By the way, I just finished reading Like a Hurricane by Matt Leone.
Okay.
Excellent book about the Street Fighter series in general. Highly recommended.
Excellent.
right.
We're at 900 points, and it's my turn.
Yeah.
Failed
Yep.
systems for 200.
The 3DO has caused a major uproar in the industry. With a large number of licenses, a whole slew of upcoming titles, the system is going to start off strong. This game startled players around the globe. Its terrific polygon graphics and intense bloodline instantly drew gamers to it. What better way to show off what the 3DO can do than by remembering one of the most amazing titles for a home system? That is before. That is
Is this Doom?
Oh,
I mean, I'm looking at the picture here,
Yeah.
and it's got
maybe. Or
It's an
PO'd.
early-
No.
It's an early, yeah. Well, I mean, no, because it's a revamp of something.
A revamp.
It
Yeah.
said, and it's an early 3DO. It makes it sound like it's an early 3DO title
Yeah.
because they're talking about how it's going to start off strong. I
Yeah.
don't remember Doom. I don't remember if Doom came out on the 3DO. It,
It
did.
did
Doom
come
came
out
out
on
on the 3DO.
it did,
Yeah.
yeah. It was like
don't remember.
The picture was David Attenborough wearing a suit,
Yeah.
shooting a laser gun, and there's a big kind of Doom-looking monster in the background.
But is this like Syndicate or one of the like a PC game that had never come home before? Like a shooter of some kind?
Maybe. I still think it's Doom.
Yeah, I'd lean more towards Doom.
Let's say Doom then. Nope.
Out of this world? Let me read that
Out
again.
This
yeah.
world.
Out of this world, Stardew players around the globe. It's terrific polygon graphics.
Oh, polygon graphics.
Oh, right. We missed that.
Yeah.
That sweet sound of David Attenborough that
Yeah.
That kind of 700
We
points.
forgot about the polygons.
All right.
Okay, we're back to me.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what Sam Jackson has to say for $200 of NES.
Yes.
In this video game adaptation of the famous television spy show, now on TV once again, you're given this special mission which consequently destroys itself. Using digitized pictures of Peter Graves and other show stars, you must negotiate hazard-filled areas while collecting power-ups, enhancements, and clues that will help you solve the storyline. On the cool premise, this game delivers decent graphics and gameplay that is slow and resembles the feel of Metal Gear.
Mission Impossible, of course.
I remember liking that game.
It was a Konami game, right?
Yep.
Or I'm sorry,
Impossible.
Ultra games.
Yeah.
Boy, those are more screenshots taken right off the TV, huh?
Yeah.
Definitely.
900
You can see the curvature.
All right. Let's go TurboGrafx 16 for 3. See what this is.
This game represents one of the first turbo games developed in the US specifically for the TurboGrafx machine. The early version we received boasts some of the most stunning graphics ever to be painted to a turbo game. The backgrounds are slick and animation screens are well drawn. The gameplay is still being refined at this stage, but it does hold promise as a multi-event game with style.
Oh,
So some kind of track and field
They make
game.
California games for.
yeah. You know
Yeah,
what?
that's it.
There was California games, yeah.
Yep.
I
Oh,
think
wait.
that's what this is.
Wait. No, not California games. The game you're thinking of is Camp California,
Oh.
which was the game that had the Beach Boys music in it.
Ah. Okay.
But
That's not what we're talking about here.
I think that was more of like a straight platformer. I don't think that was like a multi-event thing. Because I don't believe California games hit the turbo.
First game developed in the US.
Yeah.
And the picture was like Betty White, like on a
Something you noticed
surfboard,
on a
right?
Boogie board.
Yeah.
Could it be no, because T&E Soft's not American.
No.
Ah.
It's not.
There she is. There she is.
I don't know. I mean, that boogie board has quite a handle on it.
Yeah. Like a literal handle.
She is not dressed for that at all.
Well, yeah. What do you think? So should we say Camp California?
Should we just say Camp California and hope it's right?
Let's do it.
Sure.
Let's do it. It's Camp
Camp
California.
It is Camp California.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Party, skateboard, surf, and more.
There you go.
There you
Let's
are.
party, says the big generic-looking cartoon bear.
That's wild that it
points.
doesn't mention the Beach Boys music in that.
Might not have been there yet.
That was that actually could be the case, yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause that was one of the big selling points.
Let's do Genesis for 300.
Okay.
Heads up, Iton fans. Another fantastic, slinging, street Iton type cart is making its way to the Genesis. The masterminds of Konami have whipped up this cool cart and loaded it with lots of options and special moves. Despite only really using to the controller's buttons, the third is used for taunts. Each of the 8 playable characters have an
Oh my
assortment of
goodness.
dazzling moves.
It's
If you
Sean Connery
expected this
just as
to
a
be
turtle.
clone of the Super NES button, you were wrong. This game features rich and dark graphics representing the original look of these characters. If you are a fan of these characters and the Genesis, look at this one for real excitement.
Turtles Tournament Fighters.
Yeah, it's Tournament Fighters. It's Sean Connery. It's like the body of a Ninja
Kind
Turtle.
of a Ninja Turtle, yeah.
With Sean Connery's head. Yep.
Yeah,
Wow,
we
they
got
just
it.
did not use a single word in that title. TMNTTF.
Yep.
Yeah, you know what it is. Come on. You're
Yeah,
reading
like
this
even the text of the preview doesn't use the full title.
magazine.
That's a long title. 1,500 points.
All right.
Ugh. Back to me.
It's
Yeah.
back to you.
Let's nest it up for 3.
This game is about the battle between the forces of good and evil for a young boy's soul. The boy has a sword that is both the key to restoring peace, and yet something of the darkest evil. In a world where nothing is as it seems, friends become foes, and monsters become allies. Can you handle it?
Can you handle it?
Can you handle it?
I have no idea what this is.
Handle it.
No. It's Christopher
Country
Walken wearing some sort of
Paris.
wizard robes.
I didn't
Young
play a
boy
lot of
with
the
a sword.
RPGs on Super Nintendo. Could it be like Secret of Evermore, or was Secret of Mont? Did
Oh.
that describe? No. Yeah. Well, didn't Secret of Evermore have like a part where you would recruit monsters?
I don't know.
Wasn't that a
Monsters.
thing? I never really
Don't
played
know.
it.
I never played it either.
This would be like Chrono Trigger. Does that?
Yeah, no, you don't,
I don't
recruit
think
monsters
that-
There's no
Scratch
monster
Chrono
recruiting
Trigger.
in that.
unless they count like the frog.
Well, that's what I was thinking.
Right.
Yeah,
Hmm.
but I have
I
no
hope
idea.
that's not what they're talking about. I got a Chrono Trigger shirt on. Right
I
now.
mean,
Oh, look at
hey,
that.
you know, I remember them showing blurry shots of Shining for us and calling it Shining in the Darkness too. So anything's
Well,
possible.
anything's possible, I guess. Yeah,
It
you're
is
right.
true. Ed Semrad was running the show.
Should we do Secret of Evermore or Chrono Trigger?
I think both are probably wrong, but
I guess I'd probably lean towards Evermore. I suppose.
yeah, let's do Evermore.
Okay, Evermore.
Pure guess. Secret
Secret
of
of Mana.
Mana. Oh, we were so close.
We're dancing all around it.
Yep.
All right,
Down to 1,200 points. Siege.
it's my turn.
Yep.
Again?
Sure is.
All right. Let's do failed systems for 3.
That classic arcade game is faithfully recreated for players on the brand new Jaguar. True to the con-op in
Beautiful.
every way, you will not be able to tell the two apart. This game is a fast-paced shooter featuring mega huge power-up weaponry, horrible bosses that overwhelm you and non-stop action. Pilot your fighter deep behind enemy lines and rack up as many kills as you possibly can before your almost inevitable death. There are a lot of levels, and only the best can possibly hope to survive. The fun of the first shooters. For the Jaguar, you can see the potential for the system. This game is perfect for players of the original con-op. This game is a real challenge.
That's Raiden.
I'm gonna say
Did
Raiden.
you say
Oh,
Raiden?
yeah.
Amazing. That was like one of the big selling points for the Jaguar very early on.
Yeah.
One of the big selling points for the Jaguar.
Jaguar?
Ah,
It is indeed Raiden.
nice.
Raiden. What have
Back
you?
to 1,500 points.
That
All
system would
right.
have succeeded if it had been officially called the Jaguar.
Potentially.
NES for 300.
Okay.
This game is Nintendo's latest in-house action adventure effort, using play mechanics that are vaguely similar to Gordy's 2 in the action sequences and countless other RPGs in the overhead scenes. This game uses advanced programming techniques to create full-screen images that fully animate. As a warrior on a mission to unlock the mysteries of an island civilization, you must move through multiple screens, talking with villagers and other important people while battling your way through all kinds of obstacles.
Star
That'd be
Tropics.
Star Tropics, yeah.
Star Tropics. Yeah, the more I'm listening to this, though, the more I'm thinking that early EGM previews were written by AI.
I was going to
But
say Andy, but yeah.
Star Tropics is correct.
Yep.
Boom.
Full screen
1800
images that
points.
fully animate.
I guess the dialogue screens is probably what they're talking about. Fully animate is a little generous, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's your turn, Phil.
Let's do another failed system for 4.
Those of you who enjoyed the pocket treatment of SNK's classic series are in for a treat. The second game features 3 game modes: Story, Rescue, and time attack, 38 stages to characters to choose from, and multiple paths to finish the game. Unfortunately, this sequel won't be out until Q2 2000.
That'd be Metal Slug 2. What were the portable ones called?
First mission.
So is the second mission we're talking about then?
Probably. Yeah, Metal
I think
Metal
that
Slug.
one of us
second-
might have written this.
Metal Slug second mission.
Yeah, is that
Possible.
what it's called?
Yeah.
I believe so.
Let's
I'm gonna break
call
out
it
my
that.
Neo Geo Pocket again. I played that in so
Metal
long.
Slug
There it
second
is.
mission. There
That
you
is
go.
definitely from the time that I was running previews.
Yep. Could have been either one of us.
Yep, 2,200 points.
All right.
It's all you, Siege.
Let's do Super Nintendo previews for 4.
This game is a side-scrolling action game based on last summer's blockbuster film. This game has been digitized to allow Mortal Kombat. The real stuntmen from the movie were used. Believe it or not, the premise behind this game is that this guy must thwart a guy and another guy who want to control the place. Each enemy thug has his own fighting style. This guy has a variety of punches and kicks he can use along with items, which are stored in his belt. This game uses some interesting special effects, but it will have to back it up with gameplay in order to be a winner.
It's Batman Forever.
It's Batman
I mean, the
Forever.
image gives it away.
Oh
but,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But the text is Batman Forever.
Yes.
Batman Forever is right.
Game was
Christopher
terrible.
Walken. Why are you dressed as Batman?
2,600
All right.
points. Sega for 400. Sega Genesis for 400.
Sega 400.
Out of the darkness comes a sound of thunder and flash of light. All you can see is a cloaked figure and eyes filled with revenge. It's this guy and he's back with a 16-bit vengeance. This is a Genesis carve-out Sega fans have been waiting for. This game keeps most of the play themes popularized in the original, while adding a few new enhancements that improve the gameplay dramatically. This game has some of the most impressive graphics ever seen in a home video game. Highly realistic separate scrolling fields of background and foreground animation generate on some 3D effect.
It's Revenge of Shinobi.
Absolutely.
Has to be. Revenge of Shinobi is correct.
3,000 points. Can we lose? We have to get one
yeah.
more right.
Okay. Phil.
We're back to me.
Yeah.
Let's do 400 NES, please.
Okay.
A follow-up to the sleeper hit of '88. Considered by many one of the best games for the Nintendo Entertainment System, this game will continue the story that its predecessor started. Improved graphics and more challenges makes this game a game to watch for when it's released in April.
This
This has got to be Mega Man 2.
It's
Image
Samuel L.
of
Jackson wearing a blue jumpsuit, blue headphones, it looks like, and a very tall blue helmet.
yeah, like a bicycle helmet.
Yeah.
And his
Yeah.
glasses.
Mega Man 2, you're saying?
It's got to be Mega Man 2.
Yeah.
Mega
There it
Man
is.
2. Sleeper hit.
Sleeper hit.
3,400 points. We can't lose, boys.
Okay.
Hooray.
Is
Let's
it?
do
Yeah, it's CJ.
Turbo for 400.
A brand new RPG for your Turbo is on the way. This game uses many familiar play mechanics that you may think are similar to Zelda and other Quest adventures, but with plenty of supercharged Turbo visuals. You must explore the game world, collecting power-up items and other enhancements that are necessary to complete your quest. Gather gold and purchase new equipments or visit with other characters for additional information on how to complete your quest. A stunning adventure from beginning to end and a nice addition to the Turbo.
It's Newtopia.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Utopia.
I always wanted to play that game, and I never ever have sat down to do it.
Yeah. Isn't it on
It's on the mini.
Yeah.
Okay.
3,800 points.
Yeah.
Genesis for 500.
Okay.
Me name Redacted, the big star of new TV game. Me call game Redacted. You help me get past many jump and fight off big dinosaurs that fight me for control of my home. Grab joystick to help me make it home safe. If you goof, or me will have nasty fall. People at Virgin do a good job of making me look nice. They have great graphics and sound that are right out of Stone Age. With many challenge and lots of fun when you game be big with all action game fans. Better hurry. Oh, we don't like walking on the big dinosaur.
It's Chuck Rock.
Gotta be, huh?
Yeah. Uh-oh. What's it doing?
I don't know.
Is it about to crash?
Uh-oh.
Chuck Rock.
There it is.
All right.
Yeah.
Bunga.
Bunga bunga. Oh no, it's Gary Gritter, the local weirdo, hiding in them thar bushes.
Them thar bushes.
It's the magic of the Sega CD version of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Back to me?
Yes.
Turbo Graphics for 5.
Loading.
Maybe.
Possible.
Finally, a second Commando-style Wish-Them-All battle game. This game plays a bit better than Bloody Wolf and is more likely to appear in the US. It's also a CD-ROM title with great music and voice effects. A great game that will hopefully make it.
People will hate you, Steve, if you're too stingy.
Last alert.
That's last alert.
And you know what? It's all true.
Yep,
It's a really good game.
it is.
It's too bad that it's been overshadowed by the terrible voice acting.
Yeah.
All right, let's do
4,800
NES
points.
previews for 5.
Take on a ghoulish bunch of mutants in Data East new 5-level horizontal scrolling action adventure game. Start off as a human but power up and change into this creature. As such, you gain extra speed, increased agility, and very long claws which come in handy for climbing walls and slashing away at the monsters. There are plenty of hidden items with 1-ups, extra time, and other bonuses, plus the great intermissions to keep the game interesting and challenging.
It's Werewolf.
Dr.
Isn't it
Jekyll and
Werewolf?
Mr. Hyde.
Nah, that was not a Data East game. Dr.
Yeah, Data
Jekyll.
East.
Yeah, I think it's Werewolf.
I think it's Werewolf.
Okay. Werewolf.
Yep. There it is. It's always Werewolf.
Guess so.
You're at
The monster that
5,300
loves the
points.
United States of America.
Mm-hmm. Games for failed systems for 500.
Okay.
Sign up for a mission to explore the interior of the Great Pyramids. All isn't as it seems, because some ancient evil grows deep within. You pilot a heavily armed ship through narrow, trap-filled corridors. You will be blown away by the amazing graphics of this game.
It's Pyramid Patrol
Oh.
for the laser active or the 3DO.
Oh my.
Okay.
Okay.
Mid
It is.
Patrol.
Laser active.
Boom.
5,800 points.
Beautiful. Well, our final question. SNES for 500.
The best game in the series so far has been this one. The conversion from the Super CD-ROM game will have you drooling with delight. There are multiple paths you can travel, not to mention a young girl who can easily match powers with your clan. The graphics and animation are of the highest 16-bit quality, and the audio is top-notch as well. This game is Konami at its finest. If you wanted to play this game but didn't want to get it on import, here's your chance to try this awesome game.
Konami.
Oh, it's
sorry,
Dracula X.
Dracula X, right?
Yeah, it's Castlevania Dracula
That's
X.
a terrible preview for Dracula X. It is so wrong.
It is a terrible preview.
It's a really bad game.
Dracula X.
There it is.
Boom shakalaka. We did it.
Yep.
6,300 points.
300 points.
My goodness.
63 hundo.
That was amazing
We did it.
to hear
That
from
was pretty
such
cool.
celebrity talent
Right?
as
Mike
well.
goes all out.
I'm surprised that he was able to round up such
Well,
talent. Even Betty White before,
Especially Betty White.
especially Betty White.
Not at all ghoulish. At all.
Not at all. Yes, we have bested the quiz, 6,300 points. So thank you to Mike for this excellent quiz. And if you, dear listener, have an idea for a quiz we can play on the show, just email that to player1podcast@gmail.com. You can use jeopardylabs.com to construct your quiz. If you want to use some kind of AI thing in your construction, you could do that too, I guess, if you like. But I want to thank everybody for listening. I want to thank you for backing the podcast. Please, I hope all of you out there in Radio Land are safe and well. Hope your family, friends, loved ones are safe and well too. And we will talk at you again next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.